the rebuild. Just 2 years ago, this was one of my funnest teams to watch in the NBA. Of course, the Sacramento Kings. When they started doing Light the Beam, they were a young, fun team. And now this is the exact opposite from that. This is hands down one of the worst teams. They made some of the worst trades possible. 30-year-old Zach LaVine, who's pretty much hurt the last 2 years. Sabonis, who's all right. DeMar DeRozan, who's 36 years old now. Not sure why they thought DeMar DeRozan was going to be a key piece in this team. Malik Monk, I do like, but he will not be on this team for long. Of course, we're getting rid of the top 4, even 5 players in Zach LaVine, Sabonis, DeRozan, Malik Monk, probably Keegan Murray too. He honestly had a really good first year, second year, and then since then he regressed a bit. Didn't really look as good last year. And then Schroeder, we're going to keep. Anybody who has been here, who they just signed, I'm going to keep. And then maybe even Keon Ellis isn't safe. The rest of the team probably is, at least for now. Like Nick Clifford, I definitely want to keep. Devin Carter, I probably will. The rest of this team can all go. So with that being said, we're going to be trying to get rid of Zach LaVine. I would like to get some value back. Don't really know how realistic that's going to be. I mean, I want to make it somewhat realistic. Although I know trading an entire team is not realistic at all. But this is the world of 2K, so I want to reset this team. Do I know how? Not really. It may just be being bad this year. And I don't know. I would take Chris Middleton. I'm not giving you this. If you give me this Wizards first, can't even have that. What about the Nets? Can't do that either. I have to take that rule off. Do that. Boom. Honestly, as soon as I hit accept, kind of regretted that. We probably could have got so much value out of Zach LaVine, and I just gave him up for Chris Middleton and some random first. I don't even know what it was, but we move. Okay. The next person who is going to be going is going to be DeRozan. Don't know who I want for DeRozan. Here's a first year. I'm not getting Miles Turner. He just got signed there. Same with John Collins. And we can get John Morant. Make that make any sense? I really want to do that so badly, but I'm not going to. Miles Bridges. I mean, no, this actually doesn't make any sense either. Andrew Wiggins in a first. Again, this doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but Draymond in a first, we'll take it. Keep Draymond for a year. He's gone after that. The Warriors get DeMar DeRozan. They have Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry. That might be even an older team than the Clippers. Now it's going to be Sabonis, who we actually probably could get a decent amount of trade value for. Again, Josh showing up a lot. I would love to do a lot of these trades, but none of them make sense. I'm trying to be as realistic as I possibly can. And of course, as I'm saying that, De'Aaron Fox is right there. And honestly, I think we just get Anthony Simmons. Tatum's out for the year, but in this, I guess he's here. We have Chris Boucher. In real life's not terrible, but we will do this, actually. Give me your first, actually, in a while. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know why I just try to get 3 first. What about 2? Can I get 2? No. What about 1? Boom, they do it. So now the final piece that needs to be traded will be Malik Monk. Actually, I lied. I might be getting rid of Keegan Murray too. The Milwaukee Bucks will give me Kyle Kuzma in a first. We'll take the first. And then same thing with Keon Ellis is going to go too. I like Keon Ellis a ton. He's a really good defender, but he is going to be going here to the first. Can I get a better first? Dario Saric for Miami Heat. Boom. Okay. And the final one, actually, this time, Keegan Murray. And he'll be getting shipped to the Knicks for Mitch Robb. That is fine with me. Our team looks horrible. The starting lineup is Dennis Schroeder, Nick Clifford, Chris Middleton, Draymond Green, Mitchell Robinson. Then we have Anthony Simmons, who actually, he's going to be the starter. I don't know why he's off the bench. Sam Hausner, Kyle Kuzma, Devin Carter, and that is the lineup there. This is for sure a lineup here. That's for sure. That's really all I could say about it. I'm going to get to the end of the year. If you couldn't tell by now, I'm just planning on being really, really bad. To be completely honest, the Kings should do something like this and blow the team up because that team is horrible. They're not going to get any better. There's no point to keep making trades. Just blow the team up, get rid of it, start over again. We just passed the deadline. We're 23-34. We're doing a little bit better than I expected. I wanted to be a little bit worse. I feel like Anthony might be killing it right now. And Scrotum is the starter again. He's doing pretty awful. Nick Clifford, maybe we can develop. He's actually doing pretty well for his rookie year. Chris Middleton, they're all actually doing really, really well, which is really surprising. Anthony Simmons, I want him in the starting lineup. He's actually something to be a little bit excited about for this team. Mitch Robb's actually doing really well too. A lot of these players are actually doing a lot better than I expected. Devin Carter, I actually would probably like to develop maybe a little bit, get him a little bit more minutes, and I'm probably cool with that. Really, we're just going to have to build around the draft. It doesn't really look like we're going to get the number 1 overall pick. Hopefully, we're in the top 3 so we could all be tied for the same odds. It's crazy just 2 years ago that this team was completely different and the whole light the beam thing, this team was just fun to watch. And now it's the exact opposite. It's one of the worst built rosters probably in the NBA. And honestly, there's just really not much they can do about it. They really need to try to get out of those contracts and trade whatever they can. They're not going to be good anytime soon. And we finished as the 12th seed. Yoke wins MVP, Flag Rookie of the Year. Sixth man goes to Cam Thomas, who's now on the Rockets, actually. Plus, they have KD too. Victor Wembanyama, DPOY. Alexander Sarr, most improved. Shea, Clutch Player of the Year. And none of the rest really matters. We didn't make the playoffs, which was obviously a given. The Mavs and Hawks are in the finals, and the Mavs sweep the Hawks. Anthony Davis, finals MVP. Okay, so heading into this, draft lottery is definitely important. Hopefully we have a really good pick, and where are we at? We have the 7th pick. Okay, definitely not what we would have liked. And we have the 11th, actually, and the 18th, and the 28th. Oh my Lord, we have like 4 first-round picks, so maybe we do move up. Darren Peterson is in this draft. He's honestly probably my favorite player in this draft. We have so many picks. We do not need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 picks total in this draft. I'm probably going to move up. It's really not realistic, but at this point, we've traded the entire team. Why not try to get a top 3? We'll go 3. Boom, they accepted. Okay, I won't move up anymore from there. We'll go straight to this pick. Hopefully Darren Peterson is here. He would be the guy, and he's not. So I think with this pick, we're gonna go Cam Boozer, and then we still have, what do we have? Okay, we don't pick for a while, actually. We have the 18th pick now. Damn. Okay. And now at our 18th pick, I would love to go like a guard. Elijah Arenas is here. I think he's probably going to be the guy here. Anybody else that I recognize? No. Also, I don't really know a ton of these players here because these kids are just going to college, and I really don't pay attention to high school basketball like that. Once they're in college, I'll start knowing their names. But besides that, do we have any other picks? We have the 28th. I'm probably just going to end it here. Okay, taking a look at our rookies. Cam Boozer, 76. Elijah Arenas, 72. And the rest of these players I don't need. I will take the 71 center. Hopefully. Damn, Draymond accepted. Okay, we'll set up Devin Carter. And then I don't need any of those. Heading into free agency, we don't have a ton. If there's like a player I'd love to get, it would be Dyson Daniels. He's probably just going to get matched. And then I'm just really looking for anybody young. And then like Mark Williams. We'll take Mark Williams. If we can get any one of those. And okay, they both go back to their teams. Okay, well, they both go back to their teams. I wouldn't mind like a Cam Thomas. Shaden Sharp I would love. He has the qualifying though. I will try to go after, honestly, all of them. And then we definitely want Anthony back 5 years if he takes that. Boom. We do get him back. We don't get Cam Thomas because we don't have enough money, actually, which is, forgot we have a million contracts. But if you didn't see it, we did just get Shaden Sharp, which honestly doesn't make a whole lot of sense now because now we have Anthony and Shaden Sharp. But still, this team looks horrible. Like, this team is really, really bad. I'm just going to go straight to player progression and kind of see what we can do. I would love to actually now to get out of some of these contracts. All right, let's take a look at player progression. Anthony jumps up 3. Shaden. Anthony jumps up 1. Shaden jumps up 3. Carter jumps up 4, actually. Nick Clifford jumps 4. Maxine Reyna jumps 3. And that's pretty much it. I kind of didn't want to get Shaden Sharp. Okay, well, heading into year 2, this team looks horrible. It's Anthony Simmons, Shaden Sharp, Clifford, Boozer, and Draymond Green as our starting center. Then we have Devin Carter, Schroeder, Uzma, Hausner, and then we have Arenas off the bench here. I actually might. Can we send him to the G League? Does that progress at all? And actually, I can't send him to the G League. Okay, I'm just going to take us to the deadline, and I probably will trade a bunch of those players. I really don't want them. Unless they're on expiring deals, then I'm cool with it. Otherwise, we're probably going to be pretty bad again, which I don't really want to be horrible. So far through 4 weeks, we're 6-10, 6-11. It looks like we might be pretty bad again. But I mean, it's a process. We're trying to relight that beam again, bring the fun back to Sacramento, which they haven't had in the last 2 years. That's for damn sure. And I mean, we have lost so many games. I'm surprised we're worse than last year somehow. I thought the team last year was a little bit worse, but I guess now we're 8-34 right now. I know De'Aaron Fox didn't want to stay in Sacramento, but they should have tried everything they could have done to keep him. He was pretty much the life of that team. And now look at it. It's old and raggedy. And now you have 30-year-old Zach LaVine and like 36-year-old DeMar DeRozan, who now actually in this season, if we still had him, would be 37. If you guys have been enjoying these rebuilds, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any challenges or recommendations or any teams that you want to see at all, make sure you drop it down in the comments. I will do any and all of them. I'm on the road to 100 subscribers, so make sure you do subscribe. At the end of year 2, Jokic is your MVP, averaging a triple-double. Cam Boozer wins Rookie of the Year. That is perfect. That is exactly what we like to see. 19.7 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. pretty decent efficiency for a rookie. Hopefully we can turn him to an absolute monster, and we probably do not have anything else. We clearly don't, and we missed the playoffs too, which is not surprising at all. I'm assuming the Nuggets are going to win. No, the Knicks win, and Cat is your finals MVP, averages 32 points. And of course, the funnest part of the rebuild so far us, the draft lottery, and I think, what odds do we have? The 2nd and the 14th. Can we jump? We jumped to the number 1 overall pick, and we stayed at 14. That is perfect. Hopefully there's someone good in this draft. It's just auto-generated players. But getting into it, please say there's someone pretty decent here. And it looks like there is going to be. There's a 78 center in Charlie Owens. He's a bulldozing putback pro. I don't know if this matters, but his ceiling is Wayne Embry. His floor is JaVale McGee starter. Wayne Embry, DeAndre Ayton. What about Al Stanley? He might be a little bit better. Alex English, All-NBA, and floors Bill Bradley. Honestly, I think I kind of want to go. I'm definitely not going him. He's old anyway. I think I want to go not Charlie Owens, but Al Stanley. He's a high-flying three-point sniper. We're going to go him. He's 6'8", 240. That's perfect. So our wings are absolutely set. Honestly, I'm really happy with that pick. Al Stanley is kind of who I wanted. I really wanted a small forward and then center. And then as I'm scrolling through this, Carson Frazier has Kobe Bryant, Hall of Fame, and floors Bradley Beal. I'm going to go him. That was good enough for me. I don't think we have any other picks. I'm just going to send to the end of it. And Al Stanley is a 78 overall. Then we got Carson Frazier's a 71. And honestly, I guess we'll sign all of them. Our team's pretty garbage anyway. Definitely not accepting Schroeder's option. I don't need Maxine. Actually, we just got him last year. So I'm cool with all of this. Yeah, I am. Okay, hopefully we have some money here now. Who do we even have on the team? We still have Shaedon Sharpe, Anthony Simmons, Schroeder's gone, Carter, Stanley, Neek. Do we have Draymond? No, we don't. We don't have Kuzma. Perfect. Okay. And then I think I also want to... I can't even do anything right now. Okay, I'm going to go to free agency really fast. And now that we're here, we are able to go to the trade finder. We have so many young players. Wow. This is now a really, really young team. And then I think I'm going to get rid of Hausner for literally anything. Give me first round pick, Bulls. Thank you. And then taking a look at our positions, what we need. We have point guard. I'm set with Anthony Simmons and Carter. Shaedon Sharpe is fine running the 2. Elijah Arenas is cool being the backup. He should take a big jump in that overall, hopefully. And then we have Carson Frazier, the Kobe potential dude, Al Stanley, and Nick Clifford. I might make the 2. Actually, I think I'm going to keep him at the 3. He's already 25. He's even older than Shaedon Sharpe. Thought he was a bit younger, but that is okay. Cam Boozer is a 76. He should jump a ton. He won Rookie of the Year, and we need center badly. Honestly, I'm fine with getting rid of Maxine Rain for literally anything. First round pick. I know I am trying to keep this as realistic as possible. I just really wanted to get rid of him. So in free agency, we need center badly. Lively's on a qualifying. He probably wouldn't come to us. And we're unaffordable. Can we get off of this? Is there anybody here that we can get? We have an absolute ton of money. We could go after Jokic if we really wanted to. Again, I don't know how realistic that is, but the Bulls are the only offer he has. What about Cat? He has no offers. The only thing about Jokic is he's $70 million. I honestly just feel like Jokic would never leave the Nuggets, but we're gonna offer him. We're gonna offer him. Why not? And we're not his first offer. And then I'm gonna offer Cat too. Actually, I'm lying. I'm gonna throw a deal at Giannis. Because there's so many players here. And then I'm going to throw Cat. Cat is probably the guy that I'm going to get. $58 million. That's a ton of money. And we do get Cat. We don't get Giannis. And I'm assuming we're probably not going to get Jokic either. He went back to the Nuggets. That's fine. Giannis still is here. I would have loved to get Giannis, actually. He's going to go back to the Bucks. That's fine. I'm fine with Cat. Cat is cool. He's a huge addition to the team. Now we actually look like we sort of have a squad here. I think I'm just going to take us a player progression, and that's probably the only thing we're going to do this year. Anyway, this is what player progression looks like. Cat stayed the same, which that's perfect. I thought he would go down a little bit. Shaedon Sharpe jumps 3. Cam Boozer jumps 5. That is awesome. Simmons goes down 1. Carter up 1. Nick Clifford up 3. Elijah Arenas went up 5. That is what I was talking about. Boom. Okay, we have a starting lineup now. We have a squad going. I'm pretty happy with this team, actually. That beam is going to be lit again soon. Year 3, this is our year to win it now, or at least be contenders. Anthony Simmons, Shaedon Sharpe, Clifford, Boozer, Cat, Carter. I think I would like Stanley starting over Clifford, just my opinion, honestly. He's only 20 years old and they're the same overall. Then we have Elijah Arenas, and we actually have Chris Murray now too, which I'm fine with this, honestly. And we have Steve Bay on the bench. Okay, I'm going to take us to the mid-season point. Hopefully we are well above 500. I at least believe we will, especially with the addition of Cat. Honestly, I just want our rookies to progress a ton because next year is going to be the year we win it. I can almost guarantee our team jumps a ton, bearing like Anthony Simmons and Cat probably go down just a little bit. Although Anthony's only 28, so I don't even know why he's went down one in the first place. I'm going to sim past the trade deadline. We're 30 and 21 now, of course. We just lost 2 games in a row, but I'm liking how our team is progressing so far. We'll take a look at the stats at the end of the year. Hopefully we can jump up to the 3rd seed. I feel like as the year goes on, we'll get better and better and better is my thinking of it because we do just have a ton of young players that probably will progress. And as I say that, we just lost 4 games in a row, 5 games in a row, 6. So I'm just going to shut up and I'll see you guys at the end of the year. No surprise here. Victor Wembanyama wins MVP and Al Stanley wins Rookie of the Year. That is back-to-back Rookie of the Years for us. 14 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal. Pretty well efficiency too. And that is it for us. Do we have anybody on All NBA? The only person I could think of maybe would be Cat. No. Okay. It was a long shot, but Al Stanley's here. That's really all we cared about. And we are the 7th seed. We're facing the Spurs, who I'm assuming will beat us. Yeah, I could have figured that one out. And we're the 8th seed, facing the Mavericks, who are the number 1 seed. And of course, they have Kyrie, Jaden Hardy, Cooper Flag, Anthony Davis, who's only an 86 overall now, and Derek Lively. They're definitely better than us. I'm assuming it's going to be a sweep. And actually, if we fight, we lose in 6. I'm cool with that. I think next year will hands down be our year. So we're definitely going to be active in free agency. And I don't know if we have any draft picks. We did trade for a ton of them, and the Cavs win it. Evan Mobley is your finals MVP. Okay, so I'm going to take us straight to the draft. I'm going to check if we have any picks. I'm not sure if we have any, but we did trade for a ton. So, I mean, you never know. We might have something crazy here. No, we have 15, 22, and 24. I may package this and try to move somebody. And do I know who? Not a clue. And actually, we don't really have anybody that we... Honestly, after looking around for a while, there's really not much we can do. I'm just going to skip over it. Sound like we had a top 5 pick. We do get a 75 overall in a center. Dylan Owens may very well could be the backup. And then we get a point guard who's a 72. Probably will never see the floor. Boozer, Clifford, and Arenas back on the team player options. Qualifying, Devin Carter, definitely want him back. Now, heading into free agency, really the only thing here is a backup 4, maybe a backup 1, but I could always move Elijah Arenas or somebody over. Honestly, looking through the 4s, I think Taylor Hendricks is probably going to be the guy. Otherwise, there's really not much we could do here. And I want to get Devin Carter back also, actually. So Devin Carter and him would be the perfect free agency. Can we get both? Taylor Hendricks? Okay, boom, we can. Okay, that's the only thing we're going to do. We're going to go straight to player progression now. And Cat stays the same, actually. Shaden stays the same. Elijah Arenas is up 6 overall. Cam Boozer jumps up 2. Carter goes up 2. Stanley goes up 2. Thought he would go up a little bit more. And somehow Clifford goes up 1. And Frazier actually jumps up 6. He very may well be pretty good in the next coming season or 2. Because I probably will do 2 more years, this year and the next year. So let's take a look at the lineup now. And this is what it's going to be looking like. Anthony Simmons, who we definitely could upgrade. Then we have Elijah Arenas, who they actually want to start over Stanley, which I guess I'm actually cool with that. Shaden at the 3, though. I don't really know about that. Cam Boozer is... Then we have Cam Boozer who's up to an 83. Of course, we have Cat, Devin Carter, Stanley, Clifford, and then I want to get Hendricks in too, so I'll bump up to that to a 9-man. And then same with Carson Frazier. I probably will just run a 10-man rotation, actually. And I think I'm cool with this. Okay, so I did change Clifford's position back to shooting guard, and actually Frazier up to a small forward, jumped up to a 78, so I'm kind of excited to see what he will do. He had the Kobe potential, so hopefully he can be pretty good. I definitely think we're going to be like a top 3 seed for sure. If we were already like we were the 8th seed actually last year. But regardless, we're 4-1 to start the season. Hands down, this is our best start yet. I do try to keep these rebuilds as realistic as possible, although sometimes it is really hard. This is 2K. And if I was uber realistic, these rebuilds would not be fun at all, and it'd be very boring to watch. But just wanted to throw that out there. I feel like everyone should probably guess that by now. Tell me your guys' favorite rookie this year down in the comments below. I really like Trey Johnson and Derek Queen. I know a lot of people aren't high on Derek Queen, but I do really like him. I think he will translate really well to the NBA. At the end of the year, a different face wins MVP, and John Morant, who put up 34 points and 11 assists. Absolute awesome year for him. Tracy Jennings, Rookie of the Year. Do we win anything? No, we do not. We win Coach of the Year. We win 59 games. We went 59 and 23. That is exactly what I'm talking about. Do we have anybody on All NBA? No one on the first team, no one on the second team, and no one on the third team. So we are the 1 seed, and we are facing the 8th seeded Oklahoma City Thunder. Of course, we have one of the hardest matchups. Shea, Dash Daniels, J-Dub, Chet, and Thomas Sorber. They look really, really good. This is probably the hardest 8th seed we could have got. We lose game 1, win game 2. Come on, we win game 3, we lose. What about 4? We win game, we lose. Okay. And we get eliminated in 5. I have no idea how that was a seed. And somehow the Warriors beat them with Cam Whitmore, Western Conference Finals MVP, and Evan Mobley, the Eastern Finals MVP. And the Cavs win again. And no surprise there, Evan Mobley is your Finals MVP for the 2nd time in a row. Here in the offseason, I'm just going to take us straight to the draft. I don't know if we have any picks, and we have the 3rd overall pick. So I think this is where Anthony Simmons gets shipped out. What about Anthony Actually, I'm going to take a quick look around the league and see what we can get. And honestly, I think we're going to be shipping off Anthony Simmons, Dylan Owens, this 1st round pick in Boston for Kyrie Irving, who's an 87. He's already 37 years old. Anthony Simmons is only 30. And they get Dylan Cohens, who's a 23-year-old center. I think they do that. Okay, they don't. What about one more first? I'll give you not Cat. Definitely not getting Cat. I'll give you this pick here. Boom, deal done. We now have Kyrie on the team, and now all we really need is a center, a backup center, to be honest, and the team is looking set. I don't really want to get rid of Taylor Hendricks. He had an awesome year last year, at least efficiency-wise, but I don't know who else I can get rid of because we don't have anybody besides like this dude, but like, what am I going to be the 3rd overall pick? And honestly, I think that's exactly what we're going to do. I want to get Tyrese Maxey so bad. Who else is here? We can get Zubac. What is he now? He's at 83 overall. He doesn't look bad. I want to get Oweke because he's younger, but honestly, Zubac looks a little bit better. Although Oweke shot pretty good from 3 this year. Maybe we do go Oweke. Dion. Oh, there's Derek Lively too. And still, with all that being said, we're going to be trading Patrick Hollins, the 3rd pick, for Oweke Okongwu. Boom, deal done. Now, heading into team player options, clearly we're going to be accepting all of them. Qualifying, do we have anybody? Nick Clifford, probably the only player we need to bring back besides Shaedon Sharpe. So we're going to bring both of them back. Nick Clifford is actually really cheap. Shaedon's $30 million, and we get both of them back. We don't need anything here really at all. Maybe I'll throw whoever this is a deal if he takes it. Boom, he does. Okay, we're gonna go straight to player progression now. And this is what player progression looks like. Cat actually stays the same. He's still just a 90 overall. I'm surprised he hasn't gone down. Elijah Arenas is up to an 88 overall. He jumped up 5, which is nuts. Then Shaedon Sharpe stays the same. Boozer jumps up 3. He actually had a really nice season last season. 18.6 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal and a half. Really, really good efficiency. Kyrie, unfortunately, does go down 3. We figured that. He averaged 24 points last year, still on really good efficiencies. Then Carson Frazier, the guy who had Kobe potential, is now at an 87 overall. He jumped up 7. Didn't really have the best year starting last year, but this year he is probably going to be the starter, and Al Stanley's only an 81. He was the #1 overall pick in the same draft class as Carson Frazier. 12.5 points, 4 rebounds, 1.5 assists, half steal a game. I mean, he shoots the ball really well. He's really efficient, but Carson Frazier was an absolute steal of a pick there. Then we have Devin Carter, Oweke Okongwu, Taylor Hendricks jumps up 1, Clifford goes down 1. I have no idea. We picked him up in free agency. He actually jumped up 77. Whatever, probably an auto-generated anyway. Okay, so at the start of year 5, this is what the team's looking like. Kyrie's going to be starting at the 1. Elijah Arenas is up to an 89 overall. Then we have Carson Frazier, who is a 74. That's just such an awesome pick. Then we have Cam Boozer, who I'm really excited about. He's up to an 87. Cat's a 90. Shaedon Sharpe's coming off the bench at an 87. And Elijah Arenas is actually going to be starting over Shaedon Sharpe. And then we have Al Stanley, who is our #1 overall pick. Still a Devin Carter on the team, Oweke Okongwu, and Taylor Hendricks. And that's pretty much going to be the team, and it looks like Clifford actually will not be playing. Taylor Hendricks will be, which I'm fine with. Regardless, I think we're hands on the best team in the league. I'm just gonna send another year, and I'll see you guys on. Here at the midseason, we're 31-21. Everyone's on fire pretty much. Kyrie's doing really well, 15, really good efficiency. Elijah Arenas is killing it, really good efficiency, and he has a steal and a block a game. Same with Carson Frazier. He actually might be our leading scorer on the team with 18 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, super efficient, 47% from the field and 40% from 3, which is a 10% jump from last year for 3-point percentage. And then Cam Boozer is at 18, so actually he's going to be the leading scorer. He's really efficient. I'm really happy we got him. Cat's doing well. Shaedon Sharpe's doing well. Who's doing bad? Al Stanley's doing good. Devin Carter's doing well besides from the 3. Oweke Okongwu's not doing the best. And actually, Taylor Hendricks is really, really, really efficient, so we definitely want to keep him. I think I may move Oweke Okongwu right now. He's really just not doing too well. And I mean, we have players to trade, so why not make one last move to make sure that we can actually win the championship this year? Him, that other center we got in a first. And I've seen all I needed to see. Jarrett Allen, welcome to the team. That is a perfect addition for us. Hopefully that other play we get is not going to be starting. He's not. Okay, perfect. I didn't want him to play at all. Honestly, I'm pretty surprised we weren't the 1 seed. And after that move, we've won 6 games in a row, 7, and we lost the Bulls, unfortunately. But we blew out the Wizards. Definitely think we jump back up around the 1st seed would be my hope. We jumped up to the 2nd seed. We're the number 1 in the power ranking, actually, which is surprising. We're the 2nd seed. Hopefully, one of our guys can win MVP. I'm not sure if that's possible, just with how many players that are really, really good in our team. And somehow we just lost 4 games in a row. We dropped down to the 4 seed. And again, Ja Morant is your MVP, averaging 37 points with 10 assists. Killer year for him. Do we have anybody here? Victor Wembanyama wins DPOI. There's no surprise there. Carson Frazier is your most improved player. 17 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, and a block a game. Super good efficiency too. And we don't win Coach of the Year, unfortunately. I really wanted to look who has an All-NBA. We finished as the 4 seed. We lost a lot of games at the end of the year. We're going to be facing the Nuggets, who have LaMelo and Jokic. They actually have a pretty dirty duo, but they don't have defense, so we're going to win this. Win game 1, win game 2, lose game 3, win game 4. Get out of here in 5? No. Get out of here in 6? No. Okay. I just dropped us to a 8-man rotation, and hopefully we can get out of this first round. So far, we have not got out of the first round, and I just realized that entire time we were paused, we absolutely blew them out in Simcast. Cat dropped 31 and 8. Cam Frazier, 26 points. I meant Carson Frazier, 26 points. Cam Boozer, 23 and 10. Elijah Arenas, 22, 9 and 6. And Jarrett Allen had 17 and 7. So really good off the bench for him. I simcasted it, but unfortunately the recording was paused. I really got to stop doing that. And we're facing the 8th-seeded Grizzlies, who have Ja Morant, Cedric Howard, Jalen Wells, Jaren Jackson, and Zach Edey. They do have a decent squad. We're definitely better than them. They are the 8th seed. Win game 1, win game 2. Win game 3, and we get out of here in 5. We do. Nice. Okay, facing the Mavs, who, of course, have Anthony Simmons, Trey Johnson. How do they have Trey Johnson? Then they have Cooper Flag, AD, who's a 79 overall now, and Sabonis, who was on our team. Now he's on theirs. He's a 77. We're definitely better than this team. Their back end is awful. Win game 1, win game 2. They win game 3. We win 4. Let's get out of here in 5. Nope. 6? No. Okay. Going into Simcast. Please, can we just win this game? We win the first quarter. We lose the second by 2. Come on. Okay, this is actually pretty close, and now it's not. And we blew them out in the fourth quarter. Boom. Cam Boozer is your Western Conference Finals MVP. Tommy Francis is Eastern. No idea who that is. We're facing the Bulls, who have Tommy Francis, Carlton Carrington, Jaime Jaquez, Monte Bullis, and Urbuzelis, and Walker Kessler, was it? Okay, yeah, we're blowing this team out. I don't think... And I simmed the round, and they just beat us in 5. Tommy Francis, your finals MVP. Okay, we are going to go one more year because I'm not ending on a loss like that. And I simmed all the way to free agency. I'm going to be trading Kyrie, 2 first-round picks, Matt Shulga, who we got in some trade last year, and a second for Nolan Traore, who is going to probably be the starting point guard. If not him, it will be Devin Carter. Let's just go straight into player progression. I'm going to go through this pretty fast. I believe we're on year 6 maybe now. This might be 5, honestly. Carson Frazier jumps up to a 90 overall. He jumped up 6. That is absolutely nuts. Maybe he does have the Kobe potential, actually. Cat stays the same, surprisingly. He's at 34 years old. Cam Boozer jumps up 3. He's now an 89. Elijah Arenas jumps up 1. He's an 89. And whoever, Levu Flaman, jumps up 5. He's an 83 overall now. Jaren Allen goes down to 3, and the rest of the team pretty much stays the same, actually. I thought some other players would go up. And now let's take a look at the team at the beginning of the year. So Nolan Traore is going to be the starting point guard. Then we have Elijah Arenas, Carson Frazier, Cam Boozer, Cat, Shaden Sharp off the bench. Whoever Flaming Yan is, Al Stanley, Devin Carter, who will be playing, as I'm going to bring it back to a 10-man rotation. So Devin Carter and Jarrett Allen. Unfortunately, Taylor Hendricks and Nick Clifford will not be playing. We also have Mike Porter Jr. and Jamal Sheed, but they will never touch the floor. And I'm just going to go to the end of the year, and I'll see you guys then. At the end of the year, Victor Wembanyama wins MVP. He's now on the Golden State Warriors. Don't know who any of these players are. He actually wins DPOI too. No surprise there. Ant wins Clutch Player of the Year. We don't win Coach of the Year, or Simpass All-NBA. Keep doing that. Regardless, we're facing the 6th-seeded Suns, who have Devin Booker, Jalen Green, and Mark Williams, pretty much. And we look better. There's just no way we lose this. We lose 1, lose 2. Hopefully, we can win this. Let's get a comeback here. We, hands on, are the best team. We might have to lower our rotations, actually. We're going to go back to a 8-man. Boom. think I'm okay with this. Who's flaming on? He might get out of the lineup. He can't shoot the ball whatsoever. I think I would rather have Hendricks, who actually can shoot. Where's flaming on at? Does he do anything like special? Not really. He has a block and a half. I mean, he's pretty good at defense. His free throw, he can't make a free throw for his life. So honestly, yeah, he's out of the rotation. I don't know why I'm debating this. Taylor Hendricks, welcome in. I keep passing him. He's an 84 overall though. But I don't know. I feel like Hendricks is going to be better. So he can get all of those minutes, and I'm probably fine with this. Shaden is now in the starting lineup over Elijah Arenas. Yes, I'm okay with it. Actually, I take that back. I'm going to switch these two. Troyer does not need that many minutes. The rest can go to Elijah Arenas. Boom. Okay, let's get into it. Honestly, just going to hope for the best here. We win game, 4, 5, 6, please. And we win in 7. I was not expecting that. But now we're facing against the Golden State Warriors, who of course have Victor Wembanyama, Tyrone Richmond, Jaden Ivey, Will Riley, and Monty Livingston. Honestly, we look better than this team. The only player that's better on their team by a lot is going to be Wemby. But game 1 goes to the good guys. They win game 2. Could we win game 3, 4? Didn't mean to simcast it. Game 4 we win. Game 5 we win. And we win in 6. Nice. Okay, Cat is your Western Conference Finals MVP. 31 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and pretty good efficiency. And then I don't know who that is on the Knicks, who are the 3 seed. They have Trey Mann, Cedric Howard, OG Anunoby, Jalen Ford, and Richie Vincent. This actually might be a sweep. I said that last time to the Bulls, so I'm not going to send them around. Win game 1, win game 2, lose 3, win 4, and we win in 5. Karl Anthony Towns is your Finals MVP. 24 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, a half a steal, and a block a game. Really good efficiency. Finally, we got the job done. The beam has been relit. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.